Welcome back, watch fans. Today we're talking about a serious problem affecting watch collectors. It possibly affecting you. Are you going to fall victim to this disease ravaging the Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe collector community? Okay, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the lack of balls. That's right. The lack of balls with watch collectors. And what do I mean by that? Well, before we get into it, on the wrist we got the Patek Philippe, the dual time. That's right, the dual time. Is it the 5134, 51? Who knows? Who cares? Of course, we got the green shark skin strap from a shark I actually caught after I was shot down over from Vietnam over the Gulf of Tonkin back during the war. I shot down a couple MiGs, had to bail out of the plane, and I caught a shark to swim back to safety. Now, the real problem in the watch community is you get these same bullshit collections. You got the same, everybody's buying the same shitter Rolex, the same shitter, bullshit Patek Philippe's. It's all like, you know why? Because there's no balls. There's the real pressure to conform. It's almost like high school. It's like, if you look, everybody's afraid to be different or to be an individual, and nobody has any real taste on YouTube. Now, look, on Instagram, if you go to certain channels, you see like there's really interesting stuff out there. Now, if you look at channels like Archie Luxury, you look at these Tim Wright, this Oisin O'Malley, you look at all these all these bullshit channels out there. All these guys are all buying, they're all promoting, everybody on there, they all got the same bullshit Rolex Submariner, they got the same bullshit, entry-level Patek annual calendar, or they got a travel time, or dual time, actually not dual time, they got the world time, which is a tomato can watch. Why do they do it? Well, they got a Nautilus. Why do these guys do it? Why? Because they really have no taste, right? They would never, I guarantee they would never buy a Patek Philippe dual time. And for sure they would never put it on a shark skin strap. Now, I'm not going to get into the reasons why this is an amazing watch in the current market, but here's the thing: a lot of you guys will not understand why. Here's why you don't understand it, and it's not your fault, by the way. None of this is your fault. It really is not. I'm not trying to pander to you or insult you, but the reality is, every people start out, generally, especially Americans, they really don't have any sense of style or taste. And when it comes to watches, horology, it actually is a very aesthetically, how shall we say, the aesthetics weigh a lot. I mean, sure, there's the mechanics of it, there is the horology, all that stuff. But, when you're talking about Patek, AP, all that stuff, generally they're all more or less, it's high quality stuff, whatever. JLC, of course. The problem is, everybody is afraid to be different. They want to fit in. They want you look at this tomato can, Archie Luxury, right? Here's the disease. Why do I mention Archie? Is because this guy is the disease spreader in the community. The reason is he was one of the original guys on YouTube, right? It doesn't mean he was good. It just means he was one of the first guys putting up shitty videos on YouTube, with his quartz, buying quartz Royal Oaks. Imagine that. A mid-size 34 millimeter Rolex. I mean, he was just buying garbage, right? And then he got to like kind of mid-level watches, etc. But he's never owned real Pateks. I mean, he's had Calatravas. He's never had a dual time, right? He had a world time. I think he's got one now, but that's basically a sex tourist watch. It's a kind of an overrated watch. He's never had a perpetual calendar like the Colonel, yours truly. No, he's never had one. He's basically had shitter compromised watches. And the problem with that is this. There's a lot of people who came after him who basically just they're copycats, right? They have no individuality. So they all copy the same bullshit. They all start wearing the black Submariner. You gotta have a Submariner. Oh, you gotta have the Speedmaster. Oh, the Speedmaster. Yeah. See, they all got the Speedmaster. and listen, that fat whale is actually influential in his own way. It doesn't mean in a good way. He's actually very damaging to collectors because you got a lot of tomato cans, a lot of crayon eaters, window lickers that all followed this guy's advice, and people followed those guys. So it's actually quite influential in a bad way. He's really patient zero, the disease spreader, the disease of shitter watches. Now, don't let this happen to you. to avoid having shitter watches, click the link in the video description below to get a free newsletter so you understand what's out there, what are the best watches to get, how you should be wearing watches, like straps, etc. You'll understand good values in the market, not buying bullshit which is not going to move up or going to go down in value. Again, get the Watch Report, a free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the video description below. Now, here's the problem. You look at the Archie world, right? These people with the shitty watches, they all got infected from him. You got this tomato can JJ, who, I mean, listen, you got this greaseball who wears this Bukyak who wears a baseball cap indoors. I mean, this guy wears the same black baseball, sweaty, stinky baseball cap indoors on his videos. What kind of grown man wears a baseball cap indoors? What is the point of wearing a baseball cap indoors? Now, again, I understand maybe if you're like some sports fan, you're doing a video about sports, you wear your stupid, like a little cunt, you wear your stupid team thing, like, you're an 8-year-old. No, this guy's wearing a black baseball cap indoors in every video. And all the tomato cans on his channel do the same thing. There's some other guy, there's some guy who smokes a pipe, who's collects Disney cartoons. You got, and look at the watches, this guy. He's got a day-date yellow gold 40. Who the fuck buys a yellow gold day-date 40 with a basic bitch dial these days, right? If you're gonna get one, you get the white gold, meteorite blue dial, rose gold green dial. Okay, if you need to go with that look, that's what you get. No, but these guys, they get infected by Archie. He buys a shitter Patek annual calendar, which is like the most basic bitch boring watch, declining in price as we speak. You got the other tomato can, Bear Clooney, who's got a bunch of shitter watches. He does have a nice GMT meteorite, but the other watches, I mean, you got garbage watches, and he buys an Aquanaut at the top of the market. Congratulations, Bear. Congratulations. Here's your participation prize as a tomato can. You're last in. You bought the top of the market. That's right. Bear Clooney gets the prize for buying the top of the market, the top tick. He buys the top tick right before everybody else starts dumping. So yeah, don't be a victim like these guys. If you subscribe to our free newsletter, you're going to know what watches you should be buying. Where are the good values? What's going to be the next thing? Now, like I saw a video on one of these channels, and the guy was talking about the Ellipse, which is a watch I've been talking about for years now, right? All of a sudden they get it. Now the guy is saying, oh yeah, I really, again, these guys are fucking hillbillies. I think this was the Watch Colony or one of these crayon eating channels, and you're saying, oh yeah, I never really understood these watches and the mesh, gold mesh bracelets, these 70s watches. But then I see all these big collectors at the auctions, and they're all wearing the watch. And I say, hey, it doesn't look so bad. Maybe I should get one. Yeah, congratulations. Now, see, these guys, they have no imagination. They're not going to buy stuff. They're not going to buy a watch until they see like 20 people wearing it, which is already after the market it's taken off, right? They're afraid. They got no balls. They got no balls to buy stuff which is really unique, which is going to be the next big thing, right? All these guys are bag holders, right? Which is a term they use in the stock market or crypto market, right? The bag holder. That's the guy who gets left holding the bag, buys the top of the market. And that's going to be you, my friends. You're going to be a bag holder if you keep watching channels like, Tim Wright, Archie Luxury, the Oisin O'Malley, all these grifter channels, right? The Watch Colony. You're not going to get anything original. Look, the only original channel out there, sadly, I mean, this is really sad, is the Watch Reporter channel where we discuss unique watches. I don't talk about Rolex Submariners, GMTs, bullshit GMTs. By the way, most of these guys who wear GMTs, they don't even travel anywhere. They don't need to go anywhere. Now, by the way, I have a second time zone because I actually use this time zone, right, on the watch. Now, again, the quality of your life is going to be determined by the people who you surround yourself with, the people that you're influenced by, the people you take advice from. So when you take advice from tomato cans, guys who are deadbeats like Archie Luxury, a guy who's basically been a deadbeat all his life. You got Aratempis Dietz, another grifter, this guy was painting doors. He was literally painting doors, and now he's a watch expert. You got Oisin, the guy who's a failed musician, selling stolen computers on eBay. He calls himself a computer wizard, a bit of a computer wizard. That's what he refers to himself as a computer wizard because he was selling stolen computer parts on eBay, allegedly, but very likely, which is why his accounts got removed or frozen or something. Something bad happened. And why is he forbidden from entering the U.S.? That's interesting, right? Is he banned? Is he blacklisted? Is he in the no-fly list? Oisin O'Malley? Inquiring minds want to know. All right. Anyhow, my friends, let me know what you think. Leave your nasty, vicious comments below. We'll see you in the next one.